Have you start on the ground, and you're going to start with a 90-90, so feet in 99 degrees, and you want to be able to just sit up tall. So you're going to feel a stretch in your groin area, a little bit your glute, depending on where you're tight, but you want to be able to sit up in this position. Eventually, you actually want your body to be touching the ground. A lot of people have a ton of space here. This is a great stretch for you when you have a ton of space there. So just hold that. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to lean over our leg. So try not to lean over your knee. A lot of people do. If you want to go on your elbows, however you can go head to the ground, however flexible you are. You're going to feel this in your glutes of the leg you're leaning over. And just do some nice deep breaths. Good. Okay, you're going to make your way up. And now we're going to twist over the outer leg. So you can put your hand on your foot, your other hand on your leg, and see if you can just twist yourself. Try and sit up nice and tall. And this is going to stretch your inner thigh. A few more seconds. Okay, we're going to do a 90-90 stretch the other direction. Sit up nice and tall. You'll see both sides are not quite equal. You'll see where you have some issues in your hips or differences in your hips. Just try and stay up tall. Let gravity pull you down. Nice deep breaths. Okay, let's go over and lay over that front leg. Again, remember it's not the knee. You notice this side I'm not as flexible. Everyone has a good side, bad side, or some people are good on both. Nice deep breaths. Just focus on your breathing when you're stretching. Okay, let's bring it on up. I'm going to twist to that side. Try and sit up nice and tall. Get a little bit of stretch in the back this way also. A few more seconds. Okay, we're going to leave the one leg bent. The other leg we're going to straighten out. I want you to have your shoulders level, and you're going to reach and round over and go for your foot. If you can't reach your foot, just go to your calf or your ankle, wherever you can touch. And then you're just going to breathe. You're going to feel this in your glutes, and you're also going to feel it going up your lower back. Make sure those shoulders stay level with each other. Try not to lean one side or the other. And let's go ahead and swap sides. Again, keep those shoulders level. You may feel your hamstring also. It just depends on where you're tight. Just focus on breathing. Okay, let's come up from there. You bring your legs out in front, one leg crossed over the other. You're going to lean forward, the leg on the bottom. You want to try and pull that toe over, and you're going to feel a stretch go all the way up the side of your leg at the same time that we're getting the hamstring. You can't quite reach your toes, just bring your hand to wherever you can and kind of push that leg over so you feel that stretch on the side of the leg. So the leg we're stretching is the one on the bottom. And let's swap sides. Few more seconds, and then we're going to lay on our sides and stretch our quads. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you do is lay on your side. Bottom leg is straight. Top leg, you'll grab your foot. Keep your knees together. And then how you make this stretch really active is push your pelvis forward. So this pelvis goes forward and it pulls down on that quad right there. So just think about pushing that pelvis forward. You can also do this in a standing position. Hold on to something so you can keep your balance a little bit, but you want those knees together. Okay, let's go ahead and swap sides. Again, knees together. Push your pelvis forward. Okay, and that is the lower body stretch. Stretching out the chest first. So you're gonna clasp your arms in the back and we're gonna pull it back and down. You should feel a stretch in your chest. If not, make sure you really focus on that pulling down motion. And then you can also pull back a little bit more to add that stretch. You will also feel it go down your shoulders and biceps, but we mainly want you to make sure you're feeling that chest. Always hold your stretches, follow us along. Minimum 30 seconds, up to a minute if you have a problem area. Okay, now we're gonna clasp our hands and we're round it forward. So you want your back rounded and you wanna feel that stretch just pulling this way. If you wanna do it outside of pulling your hands, you can also hold on to a pull and like lean back into it, and that gives you a little bit of an extra stretch. So this is for the mid upper back. That's where you wanna be feeling it. Okay, now we're gonna keep that stretch, but we're gonna look through and twist to our right, and think about looking through your two hands, and that gets you twisted enough, and you should feel that going up your right lat. And that's really where you wanna feel it, and just think about pulling on that arm to give that little added stretch. And let's do the other side. Don't rush through your stretches, minimum 30 seconds per stretch. Okay, come on up out of that. Now we're gonna get a shoulder stretch. So you're gonna bring your thumb down, bring it across your body, and you use your hand to pull down. You wanna think about your shoulder being down from your ear. So if it's up here, you're not getting as much of a stretch. If you feel yourself pull it down, that gives you a much better stretch. And putting your thumb down, twist the shoulder in a different spot where you get a much better stretch also. And let's switch sides. So remember, shoulder is down from your ear, thumb is down. Few more seconds. Good, now we're gonna get to the biceps one more time. So palm is out and you're gonna pull down. You wanna feel it all come down here. You're gonna feel a little bit in your forearm too, that's good. Few more seconds. And let's do the other side. Almost there. Don't stop your stretch early. I know some people get impatient. Stretch is only effective if it's a minimum of 30 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and get our triceps next. So we're going to bring our tricep up and then use your other hand to pull down and pull that tricep, the elbow back to really get that stretch right up your tricep. If you're unable to get your elbow above your head, another stretch is just pull it back and just stretch your tricep that way, pulling it down and back. If you can do this one, you'll get a little bit extra stretch. And switch sides. A few more seconds. Okay, next we're going to go to the neck. I'm going to have you put your middle finger and your thumb together on your right side. You're going to pull towards the wall while the head goes the opposite direction. You'll feel it stretch all right here. This is a really good stretch to add to your upper body because a lot of people still use their traps in their neck more than they think. So it's good to really just stretch that out. And if you don't use it during your workout, you obviously get tense during the day from your job. So it's a good stretch to do regardless. And let's do the other side. Middle finger and thumb. And make sure you're actively pulling the opposite direction. So you're stretching them apart from each other. If you want to add your hand for an extra pull in the neck, just don't force it. You just want to feel a little bit of that stretch. Nice deep breaths when you're stretching. And there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that upper body stretch. If you feel like you need a little more, just repeat this video. Have a great day.